Hi, I'm Valerie, and welcome back to Now Gardening. With all the major news outlets talking about this year's fertilizer shortage, you might be starting to wonder how this will affect you and your home garden. Although it began as a commercial fertilizer shortage, Reuters published a story on April 6th talking about the rush on animal manure now in order to substitute for the commercial shortages. Now, I'm not here to spread doom and gloom. In fact, I want to do just the opposite, which is talk about making your own fertilizer at home so you're not dependent on what's happening in the economy. Specifically, today I'll be talking about stinging nettle and how to find it and how to make your own nettle fertilizer. Nettle is nutrient-rich, with the nutrient company showing an NPK value of 5.6, 0.7, and 3.7, which isn't bad at all for a free fertilizer. So let me show you how easy it is to find and make a home fertilizer. And stay tuned to the end of the video when I'll tell you about two other fantastic free fertilizers that I love to use in my garden. Stinging nettle grows in many parts of the world, including North America and Europe. Here in France, it can easily be found in partially shaded or damp areas such as along roadsides, ditches, and streams. It's easy to identify by its pointed, toothed leaves and the tiny hairs on its stems. If in doubt, you can touch it, and if it bites back, then you know it's stinging nettle. Stinging nettle is not poisonous, and in fact, people eat it and can even make teas out of it that have a lot of medicinal properties, but I'm not going to go into that today. So I'm going to take you with me as I go out to collect some stinging nettle. There's some growing by the roadside here. I think I can get down to it this way. I'm trying to take a shortcut. We'll see. I'm going to use this to make some fertilizer, add to my fertilizer that's going already, and also maybe make some tea. Oh, well, this is not the one I was looking for, but here's a little patch growing right near my house. I think I'll go ahead and clip it. Why not? So I always recommend that you use protective clothing and gloves, because as you might imagine from the name, it stings. And what it is you can see here, do you see those tiny little hairs on the stem? It's in all the edge of the leaves too there. All those little spines are what give you a nice little sting, kind of feels like a little ant sting. And it'll usually make your skin kind of welt up in a little bit in the place where it hits. So handle them with care. It's nothing too serious if you did get hit. If you do get it, then you're not going to die or anything, but it does smart. One of my first memories of stinging nettle in France was some kids going to get a soccer ball out of a ditch, and it turned out that the ditch was full of stinging nettle, and the kids all came out crying, and there's just nothing you can do about it at that point. You just have to wait for the sting to kind of wear off. First, I've got to get down this steep hill. So I'm going to turn off the camera while I do that. Well, I did make it down the bank. So here I've got so much of the stinging nettle. I'll just show you this. It's crazy how much of it there is. I definitely don't think my little bucket's going to hold this, but I'm going to take a little bit of it and maybe come back for some more. And now, probably you remember me doing this with comfrey. All I'm going to do now is I'm going to add water to my stinging nettle. I'm going to fill this up. I'm making a mess. I forgot I've got to, wondering where that water is coming from. I forgot I have a hole in. We have to replace this water can. Anyway, so that's that, but that's not quite enough, so I'm going to add a little bit more here. I'm going to put this one right by the same window here because this cabin really heats up during the daytime, especially on a sunny day, and that will help it ferment. And now I'm going to cover it up. This is not necessary, but stinging nettle does have a very strong smell. So this is an option. It's also good to also help kind of seal in that heat and make it decompose faster. Here's what the stinging nettle looks like after 1 week. This smells so strong. Cannot believe how strong it smells. So you can see that a lot of the green has already kind of melted off of the stems. And you see this is like, this water is nice and green right now. This is not ready yet, though, so I'm gonna cover it back up. We're gonna leave it for a little bit longer. Usually it takes about a month for it to completely ferment and be ready to use in the garden. And now for my other 2 favorite free fertilizers that I mentioned at the beginning of the video. You might have recently seen my video on comfrey. If not, I'll post a link in the description down below, because comfrey is a wonderful natural fertilizer. Let me show you this Mirabelle plum tree that I fertilized 3 weeks ago. It hasn't grown plums in 5 years, and honestly I was thinking that it was done for. It's an old tree. Pruned it back hard, and I gave it a solid dose of comfrey 3 weeks ago. And for my second favorite free fertilizer, don't throw away your fish heads, parts, and guts. These are miraculous garden helpers. I'll leave a video down below that shows what happened when I planted them under my tomato plants last year. It was truly amazing. So I hope you saw how easy it was to find stinging nettle and turn it into a nitrogen-rich nettle fertilizer. Also, I hope that you feel better about the fertilizer shortage now that you know how easy it is to make your own, whether it's from nettles or comfrey or fish or other natural sources. Thank you for joining me today, and I hope to see you back again next time. Thank you. Bye.